Hey, goddesses. Are you ready? Welcome to the Inspired Goddess Morning Circle with your girl, Tirra. First we dance. Hey, Morgan. Mystic. Storm. How's everybody doing? There she is. Hello, High Priestess Shannon. We are here calling in the goddesses. Come on in. Hey. Minister Ocean Kimmy in the house. Hey. Oh, yes. Hello, Chanel.
Oluwa too much, Oluwa too much, man just they ask for you still love on me. Baba you too much,
nothing like music.
They ask for you to love
the soul.
When I let go, I said the body just take baby. I'ma you let go.
Don't forget, get your morning beverage. We're gonna talk some astrology, some yogic teaching, do a reading. Hey. All right, sing it, brother. Sing it. Sing it. That was smooth. That was smooth. How is everybody doing this morning? Again, I'm Tirra, your goddess guru, your sister friend. And you know I love helping women align with their life purpose using the power of ancient wisdom and the goddess-centered lifestyle. And welcome to our Inspired Goddess Morning Circle. We meet here on Wednesdays in order to get that mid-week wisdom fix, in order to connect with the rest of the G-Hive. What does G stand for? It stands for goddess, baby. We are all things goddess here, all right? So the G-Hive, you get inspired by the G-Hive. And so you've already seen some of the sisters who are here. That's right. Ocean Kimmy, that's right. We love to dance. We love to dance. Thank you all so much for being here. I just want to also acknowledge all of the hashtag replay queens. You know what I say? The replay is respectable. If you didn't catch me live, yes, watch the replay. And again, I want to talk a little bit of astrology. I want to do a reading. I also have a mindfulness practice for us. And my goal right now, I'm here to equip the goddesses, to equip the queens, okay? I'm here to equip us with our own power. Like you tap into you, I'm going to tap into me. We're going to tap into we, and we're going to make things happen. You know, it's no secret. Anyone who's been watching my channel, I ain't happy with what's going on in the United States. My candidate did not win, and I don't like what's going on here. And so for me, right now, what I need the most is something to get my mind focused on my destiny, something to keep me doing the good that I was born to do here in this world. I will not be denied. I want to tell y'all something. I created a book, an ebook, and I will be sharing it soon. And what I put this book together for, you see what this says? A guide to thriving in 2025. We cannot let what is on the outside of us dictate what is happening in our lives, or inform what is possible or not possible for us. We stand on the shoulders of too many ancestors that had way less than we did. And what did they do? They tapped into their inner wisdom. They tapped into their inner creativity. Their mind was connected to the divine, whether they knew consciously or not. And they were able to create some amazing things. And I see this as an opportunity for us to be able to do the same thing, for us to be able to practice What's happening on the outside of me is not going to dictate what I believe is possible for myself. And so I want y'all to understand that when we come together, my goal is to share whatever wisdom or tools or whatever you need to keep yourself aligned with you. I am also anti following gurus. Yes, I'm a guide, but I am not. I call myself the goddess guru. I'm going to still do that. It's a name that just came to me one day. But I say goddess guru. You are your own goddess guru. Let me say it like that. I am not here to be this great and mighty teacher. My job is to equip the goddesses in a way that you can tap into your own power, you following you. I am anti following all, these great and mighty gurus. They know so much. No, we don't abdicate our power to anything or anybody else. And if we do, we'll say, well, you know what? I'm just going to do it. At least we're going to do it consciously. All right. All right. I did not expect to get on that rant, but that's what I'm here for. I want us to leave out of here today feeling like I'm ready to go do that doggone thing. All right. So, so yeah, I'm telling y'all, we come here because I am not the only one that's bringing magic to this pot. It's us as a collective. Every name that you see, all the words that you see in the chat, all of it is contributing to the power and the magic that is here. We are the goddess body mind spirit community, and I want to thank you all for that. I really do. Y'all been rolling with me for a minute because we were together during the pandemic, hardcore during the pandemic. Okay, yes, we love to dance. We love to dance. Oh, doing great. It's my day to spend the night with my grandbaby. I love it. Having a cup of Shango. Awesome. Nice, nice. Great Horizon Bliss. How are you? Awesome, awesome. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, it's ridiculous. It is so ridiculous. But y'all know I've been studying cults for the last year, and I'm like, it's it's so common. How are people getting scammed in crypto? People just following, people just, I don't know. It's so much scamming going on. I just think it's in religion, it's in fitness and health and wellness. I'm not even saying I have been above it. I think I know it so well because there's something in me that will just be like, "Rrr, that's one step too far. I'm not going any further." But it was like I was there. I showed up, and then I was like, "Oh, no, 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 this is not for me." But the fact that I showed up, that kind of bothered me for a minute. I was like, is there something wrong with me? Most people don't set out to be just following people, but this is where we are. And my number one message to you is try to prove yourself wrong. If somebody tells you something, because we have to deal with, what is this called? Confirmation bias. And my thing now is I want to see if I can prove myself wrong. I try to look at everything because I want to be as empowered in my choices as is possible. But the place where I think people get caught up the most is in spirituality. And so, yeah, here we're not about that. We are not about that. Of course, you love watching cult documentaries. You don't care about what you watch. When I say she doesn't care, it's like she's strong. She can watch a lot of stuff. Ocean Kibby is not afraid of the dark. So I love it. Yeah, it really is wowing. It really is wowing. So Awesome, awesome, awesome. So, yes, let me tell y'all about this book. Okay. If you're on my email list, I'm just going to email it to everybody on the email list. If you're watching this and you're not on my email list, I put a little place where you can go to my website and get on the email list. I need to tweak it just a little bit. So, once I get off of here today, I'm thinking I'm going to go on ahead and add, I'll just kind of scan it. I'm going to add a chapter page because once I started putting everything in here, I was like, wow, this book is long. Look, I'm so proud of myself, y'all. I am really, look at that. I have a chapter 1. So what I did was I made a video, which many of y'all have seen, and it was about the astrology of 2025. And from there, I created this book because I wanted y'all to have the gist of what I shared. Now, this isn't exactly about the specific transits, because I talked about that in the video. So you could always go back and look at that. This is more about like, what is it that you need to do? Look at this. I added goddess wisdom. We have prompts. We have affirmations. Okay, so let me show y'all eclipses, and it's all about like, what is it that you need to do in order to, say, for instance, work with the eclipses. So I gave you some practical steps. Here's an affirmation, journal prompts, all that kind of good stuff. Look at that. Y'all know I had to include the Phoenix rising with talking about the eclipses. I talk about the planetary shifts. So yeah, I won't belabor this too long because y'all will be able to see it. Ooh, that's a long chapter. Wow. So yes, I will be getting this book out soon, and I'm excited. I This is like my first real ebook that I created. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Some ebooks I have used because I have the rights to share them. I might tweak them a little bit, but I didn't put the whole thing together. This is mine. This is mine. Okay. All righty. So I'll tell you what, let's stitch in really quickly. Um, I do I have a candle over here? I don't have a candle. Let me get a candle really quickly. So we're gonna stitch in, and I just want to kind of bring us together. Where is it? Where's my stitching? So just go ahead and type your name and what is one thing that you are bringing into our circle today. I am Tyra. Well, first of all, let me just say I'm so grateful to be here today. Lead, guide, and direct us. Just calling in the energy of the ancient mothers, the great mother, all of our ancestors of light. Just lead, guide, and direct us. Surround us, protect us. Speak in our ears, speak to our hearts, speak to our wombs. Help us to understand what is it that we need to receive today that would help us stay on the straight and narrow as the empowered goddesses that we are. We call in the energy of Herakahuti Ogun to surround and protect us, and all our masculine energy ancestors of light to surround and protect us. Guard the door as we women work our magic. May the only thing that happened today be for our highest and greatest good. And we say, Ashe, 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 oh, and so it is. And I am Tyra, and I am stitching in with gratitude. And I would love to hear from you all. What are you stitching in with? And so this is just a way for us to connect ourselves. I want you also to just imagine that we're all together. We're sitting around, let's say, a fire in a circle. And I want you to feel your heart stitched to all the beautiful goddesses of light who are here live and who eventually will join via the replay. I just want you to feel yourself connected to all these beautiful women. And we're just giving thanks for the collective. We're giving thanks for the sisterhood. We're giving thanks for the energy of the divine feminine continuing to rise and rise and rise. And we say, Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Oh, I'm Tyra and I'm bringing gratitude. Okay, so let's see here. Yay. Hi, TJ. How are you? Thank you, sister. Thank you. I am Shannon, and I am bringing in sacred sovereignty. Asheo, I like that. So it is. Okay. I am Ocean Kimmy, and I'm stitching in with contentment. Love it. Just bliss, stitching in with faith. Everything is working out for me. Everything is working out for you. Asheo. I am TJ, and I am stitching in with divine hope. And you are so grateful to be alive with us, alive with us today. Yes, alive. Yes, wonderful. I'm so grateful that you're here alive with us today too. All righty. So what we're going to do now, I want to go ahead and do this in the beginning, is I want to do a mindfulness practice. It won't be super long. Let me go here because sometimes when I'm doing it, people come on like, what's going on? Yes. So I actually was talking to a young lady this past weekend. In my past life, I was a child birth educator. Um, and it's a friend's well, actually my friend's son, his partner is pregnant with her first child. And so I told my friend, yeah, I would love to talk to her. Any questions she has about childbirth. And I asked her about breathing. I said, hey, do you know how to breathe deeply? And she started doing the Lamaze type breathing. And I was like, don't do that breathing. Not when you're in labor. Don't do Lamaze breathing. Because, of course, a lot of times that Lamaze breathing is through the mouth. And what we want to think about, and I offer this to you all, during a time where some of us could be feeling extra stressed. Um, Breathing helps to calm the nervous system because we have the sympathetic nervous system. Sympathetic equals stress. And then we have the parasympathetic nervous system. Parasympathetic, P equals peace. All right. So when we want to bring in more peace into the body, what we want to do is to make sure we're taking long, slow, deep breaths in through our nose. That's why I told her, don't breathe mostly through your mouth. It has to be through the nose. It's going to really calm that nervous system down. And so I want y'all to remember that it's always decent and in order to take 3 mindful breaths whenever you're feeling anxious, angry, when you're in an excited mode. That's what you want to do. You want to take in those the 3 deep mindful breaths, but it's very important to take it in through the nose. I believe in exhaling out through the mouth too, because I know sometimes in yoga people don't like that, but I prefer to exhale through the mouth. Okay. And essentially what we're doing is going for having a better quality of breath. All right. And we're doing that by making the breath deeper, longer, quieter, slower. Okay. And you want to do it in a way where you feel comfortable. One other thing that I want to share before we go into our breath work is the importance of when we do our mindfulness practice, doing it without judgment. And also understanding that it's just so important to be non-judgmental about what's in your mind. It's not, we're not actually really striving for anything, is what I'm trying to say. There's no perfection. And the reason I like talking about this is because with mindfulness, we want to take our practice from our cushion into our lives. So I want you to take this deep breathing off of your mindfulness cushion into your life. I want you to take being non-judgmental, especially of yourself, from your cushion into your life. So let's go on ahead and begin. If you would just get in a comfortable seated position. You can have your back in a nice tall position, but still relaxed. It's alert yet relaxed. You can close your eyes, or you can just lower them to limit visual distraction. And we're just going to begin by taking a few breaths. Just taking a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. And now I just want you to sit there and breathe, just in your own way, not making any effort. Long, slow, deep breath. Excuse me, just normal breaths. Excuse me. I'm always saying that, but I just mean I want you just to take note of your breath as you breathe normally. Okay, so now I want you to breathe with the intention to make your breath deeper, longer, quieter, and slower. And I want you to do this if it feels good to take the deep breath in through your nose and long, slow exhale out through your mouth. Just make sure you don't force the breath. This is a gentle, gradual process. In through your nose, out through your mouth. And actually, I want you to keep your attention focused on the breath. Maybe on the inhale, you can say inhale, and on the exhale, you can say exhale in your mind. Just taking a few more deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. If you can, also let the base of your tongue relax. That helps to bring in relaxation into the body also. We're going to do two more, just in your own way. Two more long, slow, deep breaths. You take it in through the nose and exhale out through the mouth. And as you take that long, deep breath in through your nose, your belly will expand. And as you exhale, you will feel your belly contract or relax. Beautiful. Well done, sisters. You can resume your natural way of breathing. I want you just to take note of how you're feeling after doing that focused breath work. Do you feel calmer? Do you feel more relaxed? And it's okay if you don't. It is totally okay. Sometimes when people are new to breath work, it doesn't feel super relaxing. And that's okay. You just need to acknowledge it. So that's our breath work. Ah. Hi, Leah. All righty. So, I did actually talk about the astrology of the week in a video that I put out this week. And well, let me know how that was for y'all. I'm just moving on. How was that? Remembering the long, slow, deep breath activates the parasympathetic nervous system. And another thing that I like to mention about that, actually, I'm going to connect it to the astrology. This week, I talked about how mercurial this week is. There's a lot going on with the mind. I don't know. And it'll be even more next week once Mercury moves into Aquarius. But I think our minds are just really ticking, and it could be just like a lot of information coming in. Um, what else do I want to say about that? Yeah, and I talked about how it just there's this propensity for these our minds to be like runaway trains. And I also talked about the law of mentalism. All is mental. And the ability for us to have our minds where we are more intentional about what are we going to let our minds do? What do we let in? What do we let out? And how are we aware of what's there? That ability impacts our ability to really hear from the divine mind. I want y'all to think about how many times we just have our mind is just thinking, 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 or it's all these thoughts and ideas. And it's almost like they're just for me, maybe not for other people, but it's like they're just moving to and fro. And I hear a conversation I remember hearing before, or I think about a video that I watched, or I think about what I need to do. It's just like all of these impressions on our minds. And I'm just bringing that all from Secrets of the Yoga Sutra. Okay. And so, what we want to do is understand the more we take that time to do that breath work and to get that mind and get that parasympathetic nervous system really activated and to get the mind where it's a little calmer, it opens up our ability to be able to hear from the divine mind. A lot of us are looking for an answer. We're looking for guidance, whatever it is. It could be about anything. It doesn't even have to be super deep. But our ability to actually really connect with it is improved when we take that time to activate the parasympathetic nervous system through things such as that breath work that we just did. And also, when we activate the parasympathetic nervous system, it allows the wisdom, our body wisdom, to heal. It allows our body wisdom to, be able to do what it needs to do in order to heal. So it's a win-win-win situation when we take that time to do that kind of breath work. Okay. So yes, 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 yes. All righty. I'm glad that you like that, Shannon. Thank you. Bonjour, Dagdiza. How are you? Ah. My body never responded to things like box breathing, but it really responds well to things like holotropic or pranic breathing. Yes, yes. I like box breathing, but I don't like it. I don't like doing it too much. And I don't like it when box breathing, like, don't change the number. Just let me keep the same number. I know that probably sounds crazy, but let me just keep the same number. Okay. Good morning. How are you? The Flow House. Is this Sharmika? I think that's Sharmika. So yes, this week with the astrology, I perceived it to be pretty mercurial. Let me pull it back up again. Like I said, I made the video, so I'm not gonna, go over it again. But where is it? Oh man, that's not one. I'm still trying to get used to this new computer. I do things and it's like, oh, you got to do it differently over here. So let's see here. Today is the 22nd. So you can see here Mercury opposition Mars, Mercury trine Uranus. On Sunday, Mercury sextile Neptune, Mercury in Aquarius. Even on the day of the full moon, we're going to have Mercury conjunct Pluto. And it's not odd to see Mercury interacting with a lot of planets. Some weeks it doesn't interact with as many planets, but it's just interesting. This planet Mercury, it's a very important planet. I think it's more important than people realize, which is why, we I guess we make a big deal of it when it goes retrograde. But when we have a lot of mercurial transits, it will impact how we're thinking. It'll impact the kinds of conversations that we're having also. And so it made me just I'm actually focused on my own mind and how my mind is working. So, okay, I thought that was you, Shamika. So, that's one of the reasons I'm like, oh, I really need to be talking about this. So that's the astrology. The other thing I wanted to say about the astrology is that we are in the waning phase of the moon. And so when we're in a waning phase, what we want to do is be thinking about, well, what is it that I need to release? What do I need to let go of? What's not going with me into this next lunar cycle? And the reason we do this month after month after month, because y'all know me, it's all about having a spiritual practice. The spiritual practice is the best thing you can do for yourself. And your spiritual practice is going to be different from mine, is going to be different from whoever's, right? You get to choose what your spiritual practice is. But the reason we do this is because it's like hygiene. The more we stay doing our spiritual practices, eventually, it's like we don't devolve and then have to, climb up out of this big hole that we're in. We can catch it as we go. We can be mindful. What is it that I need to let go of? What is it that I need to not be taking with me into this next lunar cycle? You can use this time as a way to clean, purge, purify. It could be your body, it could be your environment, it could be, digital clutter. So I want you to be thinking about what is it that you need to release and let go of. And the reason that I love astrology is if you're with the energy, then it makes it easier to do. Say, for instance, somebody maybe who needs to clear out some clutter. When you are working on that clutter in the waning moon, yes, the waning moon cycle, waning is about let it go, let it go, let it flow, baby. Get it out of here. And it just makes it a little easier. Okay. So that's something else that I want to say, because we have that new moon next. Oh, we'll be here together on the new moon. We have that new moon next Wednesday, and it is in Aquarius. Okay. So I'm going to come back to the book, Secrets of the Yoga Sutra. Let's do a reading. Yeah, we're going to go hardcore today. I'm starting with African Goddess Rising deck. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, disengaging from needless chaos. Yes, yes, yes. It really does. It really, oh my gosh. It has forever changed my life. So one of the things that I said I was going to tell y'all is right before Christmas, well, I guess it started right after the election when I said I'm not going to be a trainer anymore. It was like I could just kind of feel like everything was just I was just like, I'm tossing everything out the window. And it's like, I'm just getting ready to, I don't know. I felt like something new was coming. Little did I know. Then my computer crashed. And who knows what else. I really need to start keeping up with everything because my PayPal account got frozen because I had to update. They were like, give us some business documents. Are you a real business? When I first started that account, that was like 10 years ago, and they didn't ask for any business documentation. Um, or maybe, yeah, I don't know. But anywho, when I first turned it into a business check PayPal account, they never asked for anything. So they froze my money. And then Stripe did the same thing. They were like, you don't get no money until you put some documentation. So it just feels like this reset button has happened in my life. And then I started looking at my astrology. And my astrology, if we didn't have all the astrology, well, I couldn't have this reset if we didn't have all the astrology that we're having this year. I was just like, my life is about to change. It just feels like everything is about to change. Like I'm doing everything I can to get off Meta until I can shut all my accounts down. I can't fully get off because I just have too much stuff on those accounts and I got to get them off. And even YouTube, I'm just kind of like, I'm watching it. I'm watching to see. And I'm just like, you know what? Let's just do a full reset, reboot. Um, so yeah, it feels like that's what's happening for me, and it's imminent. I actually got scared. I lost some sleep around it. I was like, am I gonna die? Like, am I gonna survive this? I'm sure I will. Okay, let's see here. Who wants to speak to us today? I feel this one. I'm putting them face down. I'm putting them face down. I'm gonna be surprised with everybody. Who else would like to speak? Y'all know I say this oracle deck is hardcore. These big mamas, they don't be playing. They like, we not gonna be doing all that light and love all the time. I'm scared, mama. Let me take a sip before I drink. Oh, let me take that banner down. Mm. Oh, thank you. Hold on one second. Let me go back up. Mm-hmm. Yes. Ooh, that's interesting. You're even seeing photos of people who don't truly matter to you anymore. Yeah, digital clutter is truly a new thing. Mm-hmm. 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 Yep. Ocean Kimmy. It's amazing. It's really amazing. I'm happy for you. Woohoo! Off the floor. Oh my gosh. I love that. Okay, so y'all are making me not feel alone. I have really been kind of scared about the astrology that's coming. I'm like, is my health going to be okay? What is going to happen? It has the potential to really help me to step deeper into my spirituality. I thought to myself, well, one good thing about my astrology for this year is I have no choice but to be focused on what I need to do for me because this is some serious, serious astrology. I have lived through some stuff. But yeah. Good. Yeah. Are you in the Inspired Goddess community still learning? If you get my email, then yeah, you do. It's at the bottom. You can go in, TJ, you can go in and see at the bottom of it is where you can click to go into the community. I don't like it to be open to just anybody because I don't want people coming in just trying to get y'all to buy stuff or spam you and stuff. And I don't want people in there who ain't supposed to be in there. Meta is like a huge spider. It's often one option to register. Yep. Yeah. I had stopped using Meta to log into different places years ago. So thankfully, I'm done with that. But, I'm unwedding myself as much as I can. It's hard in this world where this is such a good example because I thought about this. how embedded technology is in our lives, and how, for me, I will say I am so complicit in it. And so I'm like, okay, lesson learned. I am going to be defriending. So defriending these people, these platforms. I'm not going to let them be so integrated into my life. I do want to tell y'all just really quickly. I don't know if you've heard of Aura. People talk about this product on their website, AURA. It's probably aura.com. So I started using Aura because I found out my social security number was being used by somebody down in Texas. And so I got Aura, and it was like all these things I needed to do to protect my identity. But it will clean up your like clean up stuff off the internet, all these websites that have our data. It'll help clear that up. So I said I wanted to put that out there to you all. I guess this is the example of the reset and the reboot that I feel like it's kind of like we just got comfortable, and things are just a part of our lives. And though we know, we've heard about how bad they are, and maybe we've done little things to not be so wedded and in bed with them all. Um, I know for me, technology doesn't threaten me. I'm a little bit cutting edge. I may not be an Aquarius, but I'm kind of like that energy. It's like, oh, new technology, let's go, right? And so now it's like this whole opportunity to say, for instance, I canceled Audible. I felt guilty for having Audible, but I just love books. I love listening to books. Who remembers the books on tape? I wonder if I still have some. If I got rid of my books on tape, oh my goddess. I used to listen to books on tape all the time, baby. The little cassette tapes. Anywho, always been into that kind of thing. And I yeah, I canceled that, and was like, well, I guess I'm gonna go back here. I said I was gonna tell people I think podcasts are a great option if you don't want to be looking at YouTube all the time. Go to podcasts, because most people who are creating podcasts, they create them like on their laptop or wherever. They upload them into their own podcast system that sends a little podcast out, and everybody gets to listen to podcasts wherever they want to. So I wanted to tell you all that. And there was one more thing that came to me. Anywho, I'm sure it'll come back. Oh, I already pulled cards. So anywho, I just feel like this is an opportunity for us to really begin to reset ourselves. Y'all remember I would say things like, I think people are going to want to be more human connection than ever in the age of Aquarius. Okay. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I love this deck too. Getting rid of them requires a lot of thinking and planning. It does. I just told myself I'm not going to be in a rush. I'm definitely going to YouTube right now. Y'all, I will be showing up as usual. Oh, that's what I was going to say. I'm going to begin to chat. I can live stream to my web page. Or if I could get enough people into Mighty Networks, I could just go live inside of there or whatever, So, yeah. Mm. Yes, ma'am. I'm proud of you. I'm a little jealous that I couldn't just break up like that. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Ooh, books on CD. Yes. Oh, those were the days. Books on tape. They are amazing. There's another one, another company. I think it's what's the name of this company? I'll let y'all know. I'll probably start maybe putting them in my email list or something, just so we can just all start sharing these kinds of resources. Oh, Proton Mail. I'm gonna start moving myself off of Gmail and go to Proton Mail. That's another one that is based in Sweden, but they are very committed to privacy and not sharing data. And I don't know if y'all have heard of Signal, Signal. In my conspiracy theory studies, or scam studies. I saw somebody talking about why did Meta spend so much money on WhatsApp? Because I was on WhatsApp before Meta bought WhatsApp. And Meta has never made money on WhatsApp. And the thing is this, WhatsApp had grown so big, but the people who created it hadn't really figured out how to monetize it. So it wasn't profitable to them. And so they sold it to Meta. And Meta bought it for way more than it was valued at because WhatsApp was so big and had so much data. And so I think one of the people from WhatsApp went and started working for Meta. One of them didn't, or maybe both did and one left. I can't remember the story. But one of the guys was like, I made a mistake selling WhatsApp to Meta. And he created Signal. And Signal is, it's little simple, but it's very similar to WhatsApp because it was created by one of the WhatsApp's creators. And it's also dedicated to preserving your data. And I actually just give them $10 a month. You can donate money to them. I just give them $10 a month because I'm like, keep this platform going. Keep this platform going. So those are just some resources if anybody wants to use them. Yes, local Libby. Thank you, Justina. Libby was the book the what I was thinking about doing. So there's Libby. Yeah, I have too many books on Audible. I'm not giving it up because they're there, but I'm not buying anything else. And the local library. Actually, I need to do that. Very good. Yes, that's important. That is it's important for us that's why I have Mighty Networks, y'all. Is because I thought to myself, Facebook, I could lose my account. I see people's accounts getting, hacked and everything. So that's another really good lesson. If we are not paying, we are the product. We are the product. They're not just giving us this stuff for free. And so it's important for us just to build our own places and spaces and we can do what we want to and be happy, right? Yes. Yes. And a lot of us buy way too many books. I agree. I don't even like going live. Like I went live using StreamYard yesterday and I still had scammy people come on. I thought maybe I need to be saying that Ogun prayer before I get on. Because for some reason what here I don't experience it as much. But when I go live, like at 8 o'clock in the morning or whenever from my phone, oh, it's weird. Thank you for saying that, Dark Diza. Yes. Because I know you're into technology. I'm gonna get to the reading, y'all. Ah, don't sweat the small stuff. It's amazing that you remember what your first book on cassette was. I'm in awe, actually, but I'm not surprised that you remember. You have such a good memory. Beautiful, beautiful. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, maybe I need to do that. What is this? Go over. No, I did not. Is that Red Note? I did not. I was like, "Nah, I'm not gonna do that." But I'm not a big. I love the first card. I'm not a big TikTok person either. So okay, interesting, interesting. Let us move on to our reading. I love this one so much. I need, I need to be encouraged right now. I'm not gonna even lie to y'all. Marie Laveau. Marie Laveau. Good juju. Let's claim it. And it's not that we're claiming it. It's like let's acknowledge it. We always have good juju, don't we? We always have good juju. Okay, Marie Laveau. She is a conjurer, I think. Let's see here. Oh, she's an ancestor. Ancestor. She's in the Temple of Ancestors. Did we get this last week? For some reason, I feel like we got it last week, or maybe I got this on Monday. So she is a larger than life New Orleans voodooan, a successful spiritpreneur. The famous voodoo queen first built a thriving business as a hairstylist. So here's what she has to say to you. Great luck is yours now. You have been granted the greatest inheritance. Embrace your divine abundance because guess what, baby? You got good juju. Okay. Are you receiving it right now, goddesses? She said, how did she say it? You've been granted great inheritance. Do you feel it? Do you feel it? This is a time of increase for you. You are heiress to a rich heritage of divine prosperity. Accept your ancestral inheritance. Good juju is abundance. Luck is being supported by the universe. In that, every time I read that statement, I find it to be interesting. Luck is being supported by the universe. So that way we know this luck is not just coming out of nowhere. This luck isn't it's like just random. Luck is being supported by the universe. I like that. And it's available at all times. All right. Abundance is the goddess way. Just as you want abundance for those who come after you, your creator embraces wealth for you too. And what does she say? All I do is win, 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 baby. All I do is win, win, win. So who's going to be saying that over this next week? All I do is win. All I do is win, right? And then we're going to just really embrace this energy of Marie Laveau, voodooan, hairstylist. She's working the magic. Like when you really look at this representation of her, this woman is working the magic. And what's around her neck? A snake. It's representing that serpent energy. We could even potentially call it Kundalini, right? And that's something I've been thinking about. When your mind is connected to the divine mind, it's like miracles abound. No matter what's going on with other people, you are guided, you are protected. To work with the spirit world is one of the greatest inoculations you can give yourself to the trappings of this world. She also has her little book there. So we all need to be keeping our grimoires, whatever they look like. I wasn't raised up in the Wiccan tradition or in the witchy tradition, but baby, we all need to be starting our grimoires and hand them down to the generations that come after us. All right. So, and maybe, think about words that you've heard from your ancestors that empower you. That when you think about what grandma and them said and grandpa and them said, auntie, uncle, whoever, and it inspires you, write that down in that grimoire. All right. The other thing too is we're always talking about the words that are coming out of our mouths. They're casting spells. And so the question is, what kind of spell work are you doing in your life? Are you blessing your life? Or are you cursing your life? Right. So, yeah. And we love crystals here. She's got her crystals. I had said I was going to start going out and putting some crystals around my house. And yeah, me and crystals, we're going to do some work together. Where are we? Oh, okay. I see y'all are into this. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. I thought I pulled that last week. My question is, I'm curious now that TikTok is back. I'm like, are people gonna stay there? Ah, oh, that's so cute. My first Audible tape was Big Bird. My mom bought me with talking Big Bird. Oh, nice. Yes, we love voodoo. I need to get down there. I'm from that part of the country and I've never been to her grave. So guess who's gonna be going? Okay. That's beautiful. Asheo. Asheo. Love that, TJ. Thank you. Yes, all I do is win. So yes, it's today. When is Chinese New Year or Lunar New Year? Excuse me, Lunar New Year, because it's other cultures that celebrate that. Okay, I'm gonna need to look that song up by Redbone. Oh, you know what? That's right. The fact that I mentioned the snake is the year of the snake. Let's see here. It's the year. Now, this is according to I want to pull up something about it. Interesting, because I had totally forgot about this is the year of the snake and bringing her up. I'll have to find something and share it. I wanted to see if they had anything here on this little website about that. Okay, let's see here. Good. I know you got a deep one, Shannon. Hi, Patrice. Glad you're here. We're working on our reading right now. Yeah. Maybe we can meet there. Okay. Yeah, I know it's very soon. Oh, yes. Okay. I need to be paying attention. So who's ready for the next reading? So we already had Marie Laveau, and she's all about good juju. Well, guess who the second one is? Ocean. It's pretty much the same one as I see it. Oshun, fearless love. So this one is leading into the love aspect of Oshun, the goddess of love and abundance. So it says here, the goddess Oshun is the exalted Orisha of honey, sweet waters, love, sensuality, fertility, and beauty. But the Yoruba lady of gold's anger and jealousy can also flood and destroy. So this is what it says. Dare to love. Begin with loving yourself. Allow yourself to be loved. You feel everything deeply. You are porous with a wall around your heart. This is your paradox. But you need to remember you are love. You are worthy of loving. Your divine assignment is to remain open to fearless love. You deserve to be loved in your language. You are worthy of a love that remembers your beauty at your ugliest moments. That's a good one. That's a good one. We should not just get love just because we're these perfect little people who comply with everything. It's like you get to be loved in your full range. Real love is a sacred contract that says, I am vulnerable and committed. Your heart is safe with me. Let's expand our consciousness together. And so here's the declaration for Oshun. I give love. I receive love. I am love. And I'm going to tell y'all what this has to do with. I see the golden hearts. So this week on the 20th, well, we'll start feeling it around the 24th. Yeah, for sure 24th, 25th, 26th, maybe even the 23rd through the 27th. will feel this transit of Venus trining Mars. Venus has to do with love. Mars is, the masculine energy. Venus is the feminine energy. So it's like this relational thing that is there. And they're in what is called a trine, which means that it's like abundance and flow and growth and expansion. And it's just good vibes, right? So maybe there is going to be something around love. It could be romantic love. That's definitely something that could be conjuring romantic love, and just love in general. Maybe somebody tries to do something nice for you and you just block it. And they might say to you, why are you always giving, but you never receiving? Or, you need some help. Why are you not letting me help you? Could be some words like that coming to you. If you're blocking love, then it's like, oh, you know what? I do need help and I am resisting being cared for. So it could be any kind of relationship. Open yourself to love. This is called fearless love. And maybe, if we're talking about these love relationships, it could be somebody who you're like falling. I've seen it happen where the woman is just like, I'm falling. And it's like actually looking like a pretty good guy, right? These particular women that I'm talking about. It's like, wow, well, I don't know if I should do this. Well, if nothing is wrong, keep going, is what I say. Is anything wrong? Or is he checking all the boxes? Keep going. Oh, so that's that one. Mm-mm-mm. Okay. So the last one that I have, this one, interesting. Very, very interesting. Oh, let me take this down so y'all can see the card. Noonday. Noonday. She's all about the truth. So there's something about truth coming out this week. And, we talked about Mercury. Mercury is opposing Mars. Mercury is trining Uranus. So there could be something coming out. Next week, Mercury is going to conjunct Pluto. Now, Mercury, sextile and Neptune, there may not be no truth in that right there. Okay. Could be all lies. Could be all lies. But it's a sextile, so maybe it's not any lies. Let me see here. Her number is 34. Noonday. Noonday. She's from Benin. I have Benin blood. It says Noonday, the bold, outspoken wife of Benin Loa Legba, was feeling neglected by her husband. Even with several wives, his head easily turned. See, Legba, I'm gonna need you to chill out. So Noonday lived her truth, took her own lover, and became her own best friend. She's like, you got several wives, your neck's still on a swivel. I'ma fix it. So this is what she says. Get real. What is your truth? Truth telling matters. Being able to hear the truth matters just as much. And y'all know I say we have, what's there right now? Venus, Neptune, and Saturn in Pisces. Pisces is about illusions. That doesn't mean that Pisces if you're a Pisces, you necessarily lie. It doesn't necessarily mean that. But Pisces energy has a propensity for lying. And that is because Pisces is about illusions, right? So we got 3 planets there and the North Node, now that I think about it. And we have Jupiter in Gemini. Doesn't mean Geminis lie, but Gemini is one of the most lying signs out there. Gemini, just the way I learned it in one of my astrology classes was the actual energy of Gemini is not moral, it's curious, So, and of course, a little gossipy, both of them. Gemini, it's always talking, talk, 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 talk. I would imagine people who have these talk shows, especially the ones that are like gossip talk shows or whatever. It's got to be some Gemini up in there, probably mixed with Pisces. Both of them are a little gossipy, right? So we have this propensity right now for all of it's just so much we don't know. You can't tell fact from fiction. It's one of the reasons why I said it's very important for you. I don't even like the word do your research anymore because I hear people use it. I did my research. Okay, so your research is going to be more important than people who've actually gone to school. Now, if you're doing your research on you, no one's going to know better for you than what's for you. Now, I don't believe that. But if you're doing research and you're completely rewriting history, you're completely disregarding people who've actually been in a lab working. Here's a good one. No offense, but I'm just telling y'all, to me, this is ridiculous. And as I see it, I watched a video, this guy named Professor Dave, and he said there were these guys who are flat earthers, people who believe the earth is flat, and somebody paid $30,000 for these guys to go down to Antarctica because they who had not been to Antarctica, they had not been down there to see what other people who've been there actually have seen, which is that the sun stays up 24 hours a day, right? And when they got there, they were so disappointed that the sun actually, does stay up 24 hours a day. And so it's like people with experience, if they tell you something, then it's like, I'm not going to just look on YouTube and refute something where I haven't even been there. I haven't done any research, right? So I haven't actually gone and had done hands-on. Maybe that's the word I need to use. If I hear research, that's one thing, but I'm talking about hands-on, been in the lab. All right. Actually got something that you can show you created. Where's your book? Show me all of the papers that you've looked at like real scholars do. We don't have a lot of that going on. But anywho, we got people doing all kinds of stuff. I'm asking you, do your studies. Do your best to try to prove yourself wrong. Because if you try to prove yourself wrong and you just keep finding out that what you're standing for or what you believe in is true, then you can really believe it. Right? So it's really important. It's really important. What time is it? Oh, okay. So very, very important. Being able to hear the truth matters just as much. And it is hard when people tell us what is their truth sometimes, especially if their truth is about their experience of us. It could be very, very challenging. But the words that came to my mouth is the truth is liberating. And what did we used to hear? And the truth shall set you free. So, truth this week, y'all. Truth. Tell the truth. Each person has their own version. Speak yours. Words have impact. And we mentioned that earlier. Words have impact. And of course, we're talking about a lot going on with Mercury this week. Words really do have an impact. We talked about that spell work, right? Remember that we all have triggers. Think before you speak and listen with compassion. Now, that would be Mercury interacting with Neptune, compassionate listening. So let's have more compassionate listening this week. Be gentle and stay calm in truth-telling conversations, right? Sometimes, it's interesting. The CEO of Sistership Circle, when I was on the trainer team, and she tells this story, which is why I tell it. She in her last launch in the fall. It was a hard launch. This launch was not going the way she wanted it to go, and she thought something was going. It was the trainer team that was throwing this launch off. It was like something about our energy or whatever. And she came into the thread that we had that I was on for the trainers, and she said, if there's something you need to tell me or whatever, let's talk. It was like she was just like frantically trying to get us to do something to get the energy to open up, to get people to sign up. And she reached out personally to me and asked me, well, she shared her thoughts and she was like, is there anything that you want to, share? And I'm going to tell you, I had to share a hard truth, several hard truths with her. But guess what? It set her free. She said, as soon as I told her all of what I told her that I had not said, but had been thinking and feeling, and, some of it was from my experience, she took it. She did a great job. She took it. And then all of a sudden, people started signing up. So the truth really will, I'll say, can set you free. Because when we're not sharing our truth, then it's locked inside of us. I'm going to offer this to you all because it's my own journey. Y'all know I never profess to be perfect and know much of anything, to be honest with you. But I feel a little bit bad that I was so distracted last year, because I was just like, we've got to save the democracy, right? And yeah, that didn't happen. And so I've just been a little bit down about it, and kind of like, is it even safe for me to like keep doing the work that I do or whatever? And then I thought, what if I only had 6 months left to live? I remember when my mom was sick, and then after she died, I was like, whoa, I wonder how differently did my mom operate? Seeing the death was imminent. And it always just got burned in my memory, and I forget until something happens, and it's like, oh, I remember saying that when I was like 27. What if I only have 6 months left to live? Baby, let's get it out. Let's get it out. Let's get it done. Speak your truth. Do what you need to do, because everybody else is. But we don't want this thing to be locked in us. And the other thing is, we don't want it locked in and take it to our graves. Speak your truth. It is healing for the body, but also for some of us, we're holding on to powerful messages. We're holding on to whatever it is that's special and unique, like your own voice, your special message, your unique way of showing up in the world. We're holding on to it because we don't want people to come for us, or, we receive messages that it's not okay or whatever. But what if you only had 6 months left to live? What if you only had 6 months left? How differently would you live? So I just want to put that out there. And not only are you better when you tell the truth, the world is better. Can y'all imagine if I decided I used to be this way. I'm not sharing anything with anybody. I'm going to keep my own little spiritual knowledge to myself, because I don't want them to come for me. I can't tell you how many times it's like, they're going to witch hunt me, right? I felt miserable. I felt horrible. It felt lonely. And then I'm sitting around watching everybody talk about what their truth is. They're taunting their spiritual walk and spiritual path and flaunting it, and actually trying to recruit me. And I'm like, you know what? Well, I may as well do the same. Because what if I only have 6 months left to live and I don't feel good holding it in? And then if I don't share it with other people, well, what's gonna happen? Who's depending on me to get out and speak my truth? Who did I create a contract with in the spirit realm before I got here? Like, girl, make sure you go on down there and talk about that stuff. I'm using my little Southern voice right now. You better go on down there and talk about that stuff, because I'm gonna need you. It's gonna be this thing called the YouTube. And one day I'm gonna need to find you on there. So make sure you sign up and start talking. Make those videos, gal. Oh, Barbara's here. Ashayo, how are you? So yes, Nunde says, speak your truth. Tell the truth. Speak yours. And the goddess declaration is, the truth is my friend. Oh, and I saw the last little part again. So yes, sometimes we have to speak hard truths, but look at what happens when we speak it. And the other thing too, this is the other thing I wanted to tell y'all about the CEO of Sistership Circle. I never yelled one time, nothing. I had to give a hard truth, but I promise y'all, it was out of a lot of care because, I was all in. I was all in with Sistership Circle. So it was like, I care. I want women to sign up. I want women to have the experience that I had. I want the trainers to have something to lead, right? So I said it with so much love. There was no venom. We can speak hard truths from a place of deep care and concern. So, yeah, Nunde. Nunde. Okay, so let's see here. We have good juju, we have fearless love, and we have truth. I really do believe that the more we speak truth, that is going to open up our good juju even more. The more we speak truth, that opens us up to that fearless love, right? Sometimes we even need to admit, I really do love this person, right? We need to admit it. Um, Now, the other fearless love I want y'all to have is for yourselves. So maybe some of us this week are having a conversation about, I'm not loving myself fearlessly. I'm not doing a good job of loving my own self right now. I'm going to tell myself the truth. And now I'm going to do something about it. So the more we love our own selves, that will also open up good juju. Okay. I just think good juju is going to flow from being truthful and loving fearlessly and allowing yourself to be loved, whether it's romantic love, or from a peer, family member, something like that, doesn't matter. So Nunde, the truth teller. I think that's going to be a big topic for us this week. Okay. Let me see what y'all said. Um, hmm. Ah. Okay. Let's see here. Bliss. That's funny. That came up. I was just in crocodile tears because I have to ask your brother for help. Yeah, because of your y'all can't see it. It took so much to ask. Oh, see, this is a confirmation. This is one of the things I love about astrology or readings, because it will confirm some things. Yes, you are a Virgo. Virgos are born to help. Do not try to help a Virgo because they're too busy helping everybody. So Virgos have to learn to ask for help. Good for you, Bliss, because that with you having, I can't remember your chart, but I know you have a lot of Virgo. It's very important for you to ask for help right now. Okay. Asking for help is hard for me. Yeah. Especially when I need it the most. Taurus, I'm a Taurus moon, so I can say this. We're a little stubborn. And we're manifestors. So yeah, it can be challenging, but Tauruses like to be connected with people. So yeah, ask for that support because you're always helping other people, right? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. We're sending you good healing energy. If everybody would just hold energy space for Bella to feel better. Yeah. Seems like you're in your 40s. It's always a little bit extra challenging sometimes at that time. Hmm. We're talking about the Gemini piece that I brought up. Woo! And I have a Gemini for a son, so I freaking love Geminis, but baby, they can be a trip sometimes. I'm gonna let y'all alone with the ones that's got these stories about Geminis. Geminis is no shade. It's no shade. Uh, yeah, TJ. Aquarians and Librans. Hmm. That's hilarious, TJ. Oh, you're Gemini moon? Okay. You are a Gemini moon based on that. I have a lot of Gemini moons in my family. I get intrigued with that. My brother's a Gemini moon, my older brother. I have a nephew who has a Gemini moon. My ex-sister-in-law had a Gemini moon. And I'm telling you, Gemini moons, they will keep you in stitches. Maybe Noonday will utilize this Gemini energy. Yes, yes, yes. You're right. Yeah. We're just in a little bit of a, it's almost like too much of a good thing, then does it's not a good thing anymore. And it's just gonna increase. I think we'll eventually kind of get settled into it, but it's almost like anti, like it's anti being educated or something like that. I love me a Gemini, but it is very difficult. That's my experience. Yeah. Yeah. Well, Bliss, that's a good quote for you. Listen with your ears and hear with your heart. Mm. Yeah, that's a good one. So it's calling you back to your energy. That's how I see that, Bliss. It's calling you back to your energy of who you are. Oh, I'm sorry to hear about your children's uncle's premature passing. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Mm. Yes, if y'all would, please give me a beautiful thumbs up. Can't go back. Hi, beautiful, powerful love, Barbara. Can't go back to Orun with the medicine we were supposed to leave here. Can't do it. So we may as well just go on ahead and do it, play full out. Now, maybe we need to make sure. Oh, I have to do a coaching call in about 15 minutes, but maybe we, need to make sure we are sharing whatever we came here with the people who are supposed to get it, and don't worry about the ones who it's not for, right? But we definitely don't want to go back with that medicine. All right, let's get those books. Come on. Come on, Bella. Uh, it's good that you understand what you need to be doing right now. It's very, very good that you can see it, because sometimes people actually can't see that and they just stay closed to receiving help. So the fact that you can see, what you need to let go of, that's very, very good. Yes, get them published, even if it's an ebook form. I don't even care about, it's like you can create a book that's bound and send it out to people. But even if all you do is put it in ebook format, that would be amazing. Ian, are we on Substack together? I see somebody with your name there, and I'm like, I can't tell if it's you or not. Hey, how are you, Priestess? I don't ask for any help, and it makes those I love so mad. I'm glad to hear that. Maybe they'll keep pressuring you to ask for help. I love that my nieces know to say, I need help. Oh, that's so good. Oh, we have a Gemini in the house. This is one of my sacred food and mysteries, priestess sisters right here. Oh my goodness. I love that. Okay. I wonder if you and I are connected though. I mean, it's not every day that I see somebody with your name. So I think it's you, but I don't know. Let me know. Oh, crap. Okay, y'all. I want to just take a few minutes to read from The Secret of the Yoga Sutra, just because it's helpful to me. I know I share wisdom, but I need wisdom shared with me. And I just thought this is a really good book. It has so many, just it's some great wisdom here. Okay. Um, I want to put this in here. Y'all keep commenting until, oh, here we go. I have something. I think I'm gonna call it reading. Secret of the Yoga Sutra. Okay, that way when people come on, they're like, what's she doing? What's she reading? So I just want to, I just looked at the introduction and I don't know if y'all can see it, but it was like from the introduction, I was cracking up. I was already just like highlighting all kinds of stuff. This is just the introduction. That's how it's like every word counts in this book. And this is by Pandit Rajmani Tigunait, Tigunait. So I just want you to feel the words, maybe not so much think, even though, we got to hear and really listen to the words. But when I read this today, I was just like, oh, this makes me feel so good. It says here, Patanjali's Yoga Sutra is firmly rooted in the insight and experiences of the sages. And this is what the sages say. A human being is an island of excellence. We are born to excel. Our core is pure consciousness. Luminosity is our essential nature. Our most distinctive attribute is our ability to know our own essence, to know our own intrinsic divinity. Life is a priceless gift, for life endows us with everything we need to experience our grandeur. I want to just repeat that. And I need this, y'all, right now. I really do. Because it's kind of like, what kind of world do we live in? Well, this is what the sages of, from time memorial say. Life is a priceless gift, for life endows us with everything we need to experience our grandeur. And for those who are having problems asking for help, sometimes it's life is providing for you through other people supporting you. Discovering the intrinsic divinity at our core is the highest achievement. Dying without experiencing it is our greatest loss. All right. So I just wanted to share those words with you all. Last little bit. The Yoga Sutra is a manual for experiencing our intrinsic divinity and becoming firmly established in it. All right. So the Yoga Sutra is not just about stretching out the muscles. No shade. Because if we don't take care of our muscles, we're going to be in trouble. Okay, I got to hurry up. All right. The text opens with an indisputable truth. Practice is the key to success. And I think this is what made me like, I'm all in with this book, because y'all know I'm about the spiritual practice. Practice is the key to success, for practice leads to a direct experience of our inherent grandeur. How successful we will be in our practice depends on the quality of our mind. So this is why I have been, especially with all this energy going on with Mercury, this is why I'm like, y'all, we really and truly need to be heeding Mercury's message around this mind. A clear, one-pointed, and confident mind will accelerate our quest and enable us to fulfill life's purpose. A confused and self-doubting mind will block and subvert that purpose. Excuse me. This stark dichotomy emerges because the mind has two sets of attributes. One is innate and the other is acquired. So we'll talk about the innate. What is innate in us? It says the inherent power of the mind. So we will look at that next time. But I want y'all just to sit with how, wonderful and magical and amazing we are, no matter what messages we get from without. You got to stand on that business that you are great. You have an inherent worth that is more precious than anything on this planet or in the space-time continuum. And the ability to access that is directly connected to our spiritual practices, and the ones that are in particular designed to keep our mind, the mind that is in me, connected with the divine mind. Okay. The mind that is in you connected with the divine mind. So I'm going to scroll through these really quickly. Okay. Thank you for connecting with me on Substack. Just look for my first and last name. That's right. We were talking about Gemini. She was like, here I am. Look for some YouTube videos. I've been looking at those here recently, Bliss. They're everywhere. Where? That's why I love this. I love this so much. All right, y'all. Gold carrot singing bowls if you're having problems with sleeping, y'all. Okay, I'm gonna look at that. Aw, thank you. I'm so happy you're here. I've missed you. Glad to see you. I wonder how are things going with last I heard you were working on your degree. And then you know how it is. No, you went to France too? I don't know. Exactly. Okay, Just Bliss, reach out to Bella. She's inside of my community. I think under Bella. You can look for her and find her as Bella. Okay, I've got to get off. Yes, TJ. All righty. Let me take us out with some music. Love you all. What time is it? Yeah. Oh, I got 5 minutes. Okay. So thank y'all so much for being here. I want y'all to remember, I'm pretty sure it'll be today. I'm going to send this book out via my email list. So make sure you're on my email list. And I will also put it inside of the Mighty Networks community. So if you're inside of there, then you can just download it there also. So this is Astrology and Alignment, a guide to thriving in 2025. That looks off center. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me focus. All right, y'all. I'm going to get the music going. Thank y'all so much for being here. I appreciate you. I think I'm going to do this one, a little belly dance, a little jam. Let me get it going. Love y'all so much. Thank you. I appreciate you. I'll see you next time. Wrong one. I'm Tirra, and I'm stitching out with love. Thank you for stitching us out, Shannon.